Hello, everyone. I'm Christine Mahoney of Christine Mahoney Crafts, and I am going to show you a little bit of my new item, which is an exclusive to Stampin' Up, which is Latte Love. And I'm just going to wait a few minutes for people to pop on. Seeing if light will help. Yeah, that's nice. A little ring on the side, but we'll see. We got good lighting for today. So again, my name is Christine Mahoney, and I sell Stampin' Up. And a lot of times there's exclusives that are just on the Stampin' Up site. And this is one of them. And it's lovely. It just came out the beginning of March here. So there's so much you can do with it. And I'm going to attempt to do a couple things today. And if you guys have any suggestions while you're on here with me, please tell me. Say hi if you come on, and tell me where you're from. Anyone can purchase from me in the United States only. So if you're in the UK or Canada, you'll have to find a demonstrator in your area, unfortunately. So while we're waiting, I'll show you the catalogs. Now, if you want to buy anything, you can go to the Stampin' Up website at Stampin' Up, STAMPIN, up.com. And then at the bottom of the website, you can see the digital catalogs. You can click on that and you can find these two catalogs in there, and you can search for things that you like. And like I said, if you're in the United States, you can purchase from me. And the way to do that is put your stuff in the cart, and at the end of the cart, when you're checking out, right at the end, you'll see a place where you can put your host name or put a code in. And this is the code I would love you to use. It's through March for this code, and then I'll have a new one for April. It's YRXYWNDH. And if you use that code, I'll get the credit for it, which I'll appreciate so much. I'd like to say hello to Nicole. How are you from Connecticut? I'm in New York. So nice to see you on here. I'm doing a little Stampin' Up today. And hopefully you'll like this. I just got this the other day, so I'm still going to be a little, I'm just going to play around with it. I don't even know what I'm going to create yet, to be honest with you. We're going to play and have fun. And if you have any suggestions, just let me know, because honestly, I like suggestions. I like interaction. Other people will pop on to at some point, and we'll go from there. But I love Stampin' Up, and let me just show you the catalogs. This is the annual catalog. It's good from, see if I can go out a little. There we go. This is good from May 2023 through April. So the end of this next month, this book will be replaced with a whole other year of stuff. There is just so much in here. So if you go to, like I told you where to go, look at all this. It's just, I want everything in this book, to be honest with you. Oh, you did order the Latte Love? Yeah, it's so sweet. I didn't get the papers yet, so I have to come up with my own. So But you know, if you get, I'm going to get the papers, and if you get the papers, that will help out in your designing. But there's a lot in this book. And then this is the mini catalog that's good through the end of April too. It just came out in January. Has a lot of other things in here. And I like these catalogs, and you should download the ones that are online, because then you can always look for sample ideas and stuff like that. You can always go to Pinterest too. They have so many ideas on Pinterest. I want to get these. Those are cute, the little puppies, the little dogs. Try to find your dog in here. I don't know. I know mine's in here, I think. But maybe not. There's so many dogs. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot. So I love the perennial lavender too. I'm probably going to get that too eventually, little at a time. So we have all of that. Okay, so again, we're going to use the Latte Love. And it has a sentiment called hello, that says, hello there, let's catch up. Thanks so much. This one's on me. You're the best part of my day. That reminds me of like Folgers. The best part of waking up, right? Is coffee. And that is so true. So, I'm going to use that. And then I'm not going to use all these dies, but I'll probably use a few of them to cut out something today. There's coffee cups. There's the percolators and stuff too. A spoon and the round circles to cut like the cup out, or these frothy goodness designs. This little piece right here is to put right into the middle of the cup there. So there's a lot. There's little coffee beans too, and there's splatters. These are a big deal to me, and I'll be using them a lot. So there's all that. I'm going to keep this out and over here so I know what I'm going to do. And let me just let people know that we're online here, because I didn't really tell all my group. So let's see. I'm just going to let everyone know. And then we'll get going. So, hi, Crystal. How are you? Where are you from? And do I know you, or are you new here? And does any of you guys do Stampin' Up, or are you just like, you purchase and use these things, or where's my group? Sorry about that. Let's see. Oops. I went somewhere. Right. Oh, I know why. I'm in my other group. So I'm on Christine Mahoney Crafts on Facebook if you wanted to find me. Oh, you do sell Stampin' Up. Excellent, Nicole. Do you go to people's houses, or do you just do it online? Or I'm still new with this. I mean, I've done it for a long time, but just basically bought for myself, and I'm trying to push it into the next realm of people purchasing from me on a regular basis. So let me send a message to the group. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay, so I just love all these things. You're in Texas, Crystal. That's great. My friend Betsy, if you see her on here, I'm not sure she'll be on, but she's from Houston, Texas, and she loves it there. It's so nice. She always rubs it in my face when it's bad weather here and nice there. It's not fair, to be honest. But what you gonna do? So I'm gonna just cut some cardstock right now, and then I'm gonna size it later. I would like to just stamp all over it for now. So let me get my paper trimmer. I'll just cut it up a little. Oh, she's about 1 hour from you. Are you north or south of her? I'm just doing a 5x7 piece of paper, but I know I'll cut it down a little because my base is 5x7. You're north of Houston. Wow. I'm jealous of both of you. So there. Okay. So we are going to do just the outer edge of this one, and then we're going to make a smaller one afterwards. So I should cut a smaller one, but we'll get to that afterwards. I'm going to just, I found this online, and I will post who it was from, later after the video is over in the description. I also posted the host code. For anyone that pops on later, that's the code. Hi, Gaz. How are you? Glad you're here. Nicole, I have a friend that lives in Houston. We did a cruise together last October out of Galveston. Oh, very lovely, and I'm jealous. So I don't have everything that Stampin' Up! Has yet because I'm still collecting this stuff. So I'm taking out the beans, and I'll take this off because I don't need it right now. And the splatter, and I think, and this ring right here. So basically right now we're going to use the splatter. So I'll just leave this out over here. Okay. So we're going to use this splatter. It's not the splatter. It's the like rings, coffee rings kind of thing, you know. I love this. I love this. And I could do it on crumb cake or whatever paper, but I like it because we can color it in and, have a little fun with it. So, but this part we're not going to color it, but the next part we are. It's just confusing. I'm a confusing girl. It's okay. Hi, Suzette. How are you? Suzette does Stampin' Up! In Canada. And so I'm going to make rings on the outside, and I'm going to use a couple colors. We're going to use the Early Espresso, and we'll use some crumb cake and some, let me see if I can find some gray, smoky slate, or gray granite. Which one do I want? Maybe the gray granite. Okay. All right. So we are going to just do the outside because most of this is going to be covered with another whole set. So I'm going to just put rings around the outside edges. Please remember to, oh, thank you guys. It only shows 2 people on here, and it's so funny because there's more than that. Here we're talking to each other. So I have colors of gray granite, early espresso and crumb cake. Stampin' Up colors. All right. Because I want to just use that around the edges. All right. Let's go on this side. So we'll start with some early espresso. I like the dark coffee color. Boy, they couldn't have named that any better color or any better name, especially for this technique. So we're going to put some off and some on the edge. See that? It's just like a coffee ring, right? How many of you get coffee rings all over the place? I'm going to do it in this color first, then wipe it off and move to the next and to the next. So just do it in different places. I love this. Try not to get it on the edge. I should get my other. That's though. Let's see. I can clean it up. I've been having live videos like every single day almost. It's a, I can't read it. It's a coffee. Got it. It's very little what I'm seeing. So if I miss anything, let me know. See if I don't get it on the edge on this one. There. We're going to just cover the edges. It's so pretty. Let me wipe that off and we'll do another color. We'll go to crumb cake. It's going to be lighter. So if anyone has any questions, just ask. Now, if you don't have a demonstrator already and you want to do Stampin' Up, or if you want to buy anything, actually, you can go to stampinup.com and you can, sorry about that. Let me fix that. I just bumped my head. And there we go. Good. And you can purchase stuff at the end when you're checking out. You can use this code right here. It's YRXYWNDH. I have it on my description. And if you use that, I'll get the credit for it, which I'd appreciate very, very, very much. Go to my website, Christine Mahoney Crafts on Facebook, and I'll be putting this picture in there. And eventually I'll have my own, I have my own Facebook for Stampin' Up, actually, which I'll get updated, and then we can switch over to that one. But if you want to sell Stampin' Up, and if you buy more than $99 worth of stuff, I'd recommend it. And you can use Christine Mahoney in Hadley, New York when you're searching for someone. You'll get 20% off of your orders for the next 3 months. And if you decide you want to stay in it, then you just have to do $300 every 3 months, either buying stuff yourself or getting people to buy stuff from you. it's really easy because they're such nice things and they're really good quality. So your call, but if you have any questions, you can definitely ask me. There, I'm going a lot faster now. Isn't that cool? Lots of coffee rings. And I didn't need to even, I'm even overlapping some of them. And I didn't even need to get the paper, but I still want the paper because it's beautiful. There. Let's put another one right here. Pretty cool. That's going to be covered, so I don't really care. Okay, so that part's done. And now we're going to do another piece of paper. Can't even see where that. See, I almost bumped into that again. It's in the wrong place. Let's see. We're going to use the coffee beans and splatter. So we'll do that. Now, this is going to be the bigger piece. So I'm going to make a smaller piece, probably like this size. So let me think. What size do I need? Probably, this is a 4x6 card. Probably a little shorter than that. I'm going to cut this one up because I don't need it. I was going to make this card a 4x6 and I'm like, that's just too small for the card I wanted to do. So let me close these for now. I'm sure we're going to open them up in a little bit again, but we don't need to keep them open right now. I have these stamping pads. Some are older than others. See, this is the newer stamping pad. These are the older ones. But I mean, I have it, so I feel like I don't need to buy that color again if I have it. So maybe we're gonna go a little bit shorter. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, we're gonna go a little bit shorter. I don't even know what the dimensions are, but we are going to put a little bit backing to it afterwards too. So we may want to just come in a tiny bit on both sides. Yep, a little bit more on this side, and then we'll have it. I don't even know what the measurements on it because we're just winging it. So if you ever want the dimensions, I will get them for you. Let's see how that looks. Because we're going to put crumb cake behind this one and behind that one afterwards. So, but just barely, just a sliver. So that's about right. Isn't that cool? So far, so good. Okay, so now this one, we're going to just be coloring for a little while. So, you know, we're going to do some splattering. And I'm going to do the brown, but I'm going to color it. I'm going to like make sure it's dark enough. It probably could just almost be black, but I don't want black. So I'm going to do splattering all over and then beans all over, coffee beans. If you guys have any questions, just talk to me. So just anywhere. I almost wish it was black. A little black and a little brown. Let me get a little black too, because I want it darker with a little brown. This to be a combination. I'm just going to do it. Yeah, just a little of each. Let's see how that works out anywhere. That looks good. Okay, I'm going to keep doing that. I'll wipe off each time just so I don't contaminate the brown. The black won't get contaminated because it's darker. Oh, yes, please. It looks pretty nasty, which is good. This is going to be covered, the whole thing. We're going to cover it. So this one we won't really have to color in too much, so that's good. And the coffee beans we're going to do in brown, but we may have to add a little extra to that. So we'll see. Just don't do it in the same direction like when you're doing it, because then it's going to look uniform. Yeah, I was thinking of that. Okay, we'll do it. But it just gets really light. Yeah, that looks dirty. Oh, there we go. But I want to put coffee beans in here too. So I definitely have to make sure that I save room for coffee beans. And I could always come back and throw more in. So let's just do a few more down here. I want more brown. Probably contaminated that. How's that? That looks just like it's wet. Doesn't it? It looks wet. Oh, I love that. Yes, yes. I was thinking about that, but thank you. Just because the brown is is lighter than I like. I mean, I like it a little darker, so I want to make sure I leave room for coffee beans. Well, I can wait yet with this one. Let's go with the coffee beans. You know what's great about these ink pads? Bumped in my head again. Is that I can leave this and then squirt it later and it will clean right up. I just did that with something else. So there's a cluster of coffee beans, so I'm going to use them next. And just throw them on. And I'm going to do them with the brown. I'm going to make sure you can see me. See that? So we'll have to color those in. You can make a whole pile of them, or you can have some single ones. And I have a single one too I'm going to use. I don't have to have it everywhere. I just want to get it in a lot of places. Doesn't have to even be fully beans. It's just for the effect. Some of this is going to be covered up with other things. So I'll just make sure I get the edges pretty good. We have to color them in yet. So the more we do, the more we have to color in. And I'll just put some, oops. I want most of them. They're going to be covered. I know it. So it's okay. Let's do some single ones too. This little one, it's going to get lost. I could tell. One here by itself. These are cute. Make them in different directions. I love it so much. I love coffee. Do you guys drink coffee? I definitely drink coffee. All right. Think we got it. Pretty covered. Most of this is going to be covered. So, all right. That's so cute. See that? Oops, it's all wet, slippery. All right. I'll let that sit over here so it doesn't get lost. I keep hitting my head on that. It's right near my head. So to fill it in, we're just going to take our little water brush and basically we're just going to fill it in. And if we want darker on some sides, see, because the ink, I'm going to leave that. The ink is still able to be spread. That's so cute. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I love coffee. So I'm just going to color these in. And then, like I said, if I want to darken any of them, I still left my coffee, my espresso out. My espresso. I wish I was having an espresso right now. I was going to make myself a coffee before we started, and I forgot. So we could just do this one, or we may do more, just depending on how long I take to do the one and who's around and who wants me to do more, you know? So it's just the effect. So, do you drink coffee, you guys? A coffee or a tea? I love coffee, though. I like tea, too. But to use flavors, I use hazelnut mostly. Sometimes French vanilla. This is so cute. They have a French press and all that in there, I think, a craft kind of thing and all that, but I'm not using that today. I got to practice with that a little longer. But this is on the website. It's not in the book. So if you're looking for it online, you can put in the name, Latte Love, or search for exclusives, and it will be there. And they have paper too, but I'm making my own. So we're still going to do a couple other things yet. And then this card would be done. See, it's just coloring them in. Some of this will be covered up with a couple of other things. Yeah, I would be too. I need coffee. Thanks for saying that you love this. I love it too. Now, I definitely cased this from someone online. So when I find her name or his name, I don't know who it is. I save pictures, and so I will look and find it. It's probably in my Pinterest, so I'll find it and I'll put it on my description. So then you could check their site out too and see what they've done. Now I'm just taking a little and darkening a little bit in. See that? I'm not putting water into my pad. I'm just darkening one side. Just to make it not so that it's all not one color. Because beans are usually darker on one side. How's that looking? You guys all want coffee now, I bet, huh? Someone want to come make me a cup of coffee right now? I could sure use a cup. I don't have any. I ran out of water last night, so I need coffee. I need to go to the store, but I haven't. Isn't that cool? I wish I could hear people talking on with YouTube. It'd be so much nicer. Yeah, coffee definitely was a good invention for sure. I wish I invented it. No, I wouldn't be alive right now, probably, because it was probably a long time ago. I should look up all those fun facts. If I do this again, I'm going to look it up. It's interesting to know. When did coffee come out? When was it born? So I'm just taking my time and coloring this. Not trying to take my time. It just takes time to color this in without going through the lines. It's almost done now. There we go. Getting there. You could also if you had a metallic marker or something like that, copper metallic would be nice on here. I don't know. That would be cool. Almost done. Look at how much more dimension that has just by adding that extra little bit of brown on each side. Really did pop it. Sometimes it's worth taking the time. Okay. I keep going back because I want to darken it more. Trying to get more color in here. Probably could throw it onto the table, but I'm almost done here. There, that helps. I added a tiny bit of water to the edge of my brush just by squirting out a little bit, and it helped spread it. It was getting dry. So there, that helped a lot. So you find out all these things by trial and error. So there. All right. The more I pop in color, the better it looks. So got to give me that credit for that. It really does. Look at how much that pops. So that definitely helped a lot. And hope you guys take the time to do that. And like I said, if you join my Facebook group, it's Christine Mahoney Crafts. And when I do a Stampin' Up page, I'll let you guys know, and you can follow me on my Stampin' Up page. So for now, I have that one, Christine Mahoney Crafts. And I do a bunch of stuff on there, but I'll have all my Stampin' Up on there. Okay. Done. I think we're done. There's only so much I can go over, but it's looking better now that it's darker. I can't help myself. All right. You got to admit, it does look better the more I put on it. All right. That looks so good. I popped it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't stop. You wait till you guys make your own. You're going to feel the same way. You want to like keep going because it really does looks better. Okay. I think I have to stop. This is so addicting. Okay. Because it dries for a minute. So then it gets lighter and then you want to go over it. So we'll leave it for that for now. Thank you. Girl, I would be a dead body without coffee. Yeah, I would too. I need the coffee. Need it. Let me see if I just wet the splatters. It does make it look wet, but it is wet, but it might dry not so wet. But so all right. Splattery. Okay, so we'll leave that to the side for a minute and then we'll work on a couple of the other things. All right, so 2 down. You don't even know what we're doing yet. We'll use this card from the other side. She's a Latin. It's funny. So we're going to make some coffee cups now. We'll take our cup, and that's the saucer, just the top of the cup. And then we're going to put a couple of designs inside it. Those. All right, we're going to color it instead of maybe using it on colored paper. We'll just color it in ourselves. So that would be cool. So we're going to just stamp it onto the paper and then we'll color it in. So I'm going to use probably we're going to use the brown. So I'm going to leave it open for a minute longer. But we'll use the black to do the saucer, the cups, and then we'll use the brown because it will be really in the coffee at that point. So okay, sorry. There it is. So let's do 2 of these. And if it doesn't come out, no, well, I don't have my Stampin' press here. It's down underneath. So one, very cool. This is the cup, the top of the cup when you're looking down into it. And 2. And to be honest with you, we could put, let me wash this off. We could put the drink right in it. So we have this one. I'm going to close up the black because we're done with that for this card. And the brown we'll use right now. And sorry for that noise. I want to darken it because we're going to use that ink to spread it around. Okay. And let's see. Where do we want it? We want it like, if you're right-handed, you probably want it right there so you can look at it. So we'll put it right in the middle as close as we can get and push down. I'm probably not in the middle, but that's okay. I'd have to stand up for that. I wasn't, but so what? Okay. And then the other one. I love it. I'll put it closer to the end. And say we'll put one this way. We should stand so I get it in the middle more. Cool. Cute, cute, cute. Isn't that cute? So now we'll color in the cup. And I mean, what color cup do we want? We can do, I'm just looking what we have, the color. I like pumpkin pie. I like it. Orange and brown go good together. Oh, I know what I want to use is, no, that's good. We'll do this. Just give it a little splash of color. So first I want to do is spread out the brown. And if I have to grab more, I can. See, because the brown is still wet, so I can spread it out. And get that looking like it's a wet. I like doing this, and I like having the insides touched because it makes it look more real. If that's a word. It is a word, right? More real, realer. Instead of it being white, it has to have a little color. It's foamy though, so you just don't want it all completely white. You could do off, you could color it a little bit with I just don't want to see the line from the stamp, so I'm bringing some brown up. Isn't that cool? And I could add more darkness to that after too. And if you go really light with it and pull, wipe it down and just do a little, you're just getting it really light. You still have the darkness. See that? You could wipe it on paper too, but I have my hand right here. So it's easier. There. If I want to darken it a little, I'm going to add a little bit more brown, and I'll show you. So see that? There. Look at that. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? And now I'll do this one too. And then we'll do the mugs. And there's not too much left. We're going to do a little heat embossing for the sentiment and put it all together after that. Stamping and heat embossing. Now, if you go into the black, you're going to get the blacks to spread. So you got to be careful when you're spreading the brown because your brush is wet. And it will do the same thing. It will spread. So be careful. Looks like a rich cup of coffee. That's what I like. So let's do the insides fast, and then we'll be done with that part of it. Looks better when you wet it. Look at, because it looks like it's spreading. See the difference in the two? When you go over it, it makes it look like it's spreading because it doesn't look completely straight, the lines, when in your coffee, right? That's why I like to wet it. So this is Latte Love. If you don't have a demonstrator and you want one, I'm available. And you can buy stuff online and use my host code, which is right here, YRXYWNDH. This is written on my description at the bottom underneath the video. And once you go to checkout, it will ask you for your demonstrator's name or a code, and you can put that one in, and I'll get the credit for it. If you are going to buy more than 100 or more than $99, you can get $125 worth of stuff for $99 plus tax, and you can get a discount. I think it's 20% discount on your stuff for 3 months. And if you do $300 either by yourself, or if you get other people to buy from you, then you stay in the Stampin' Up. And if you don't, then you're out. But you can always get back in, like I just did. So, it's something to think about. But make sure you go under me if you do, because I would love it to form a whole nice team, and we'll have fun and games and everything on our Facebook page. So let me know if you have any questions, or if you're trying to get in the right place online. Find me on Christine Mahoney Crafts on Facebook, and I'll answer anything for you. Okay, how does that look? Pretty good, right? I think so. Just didn't want to see any white sections, because this is better. If I could make foam, I would. But this is the closest thing. I think that looks so natural now. Okay. So we'll close that up. Now we're going to just wash our brush. I know. I have paper towels somewhere. I see them. They're under there, under my table. So I'm going to just color. I'm just taking a little off of there. And we're going to make this a nice orangey color, because coral is my favorite color, but it goes good with brown. So why not? Like I said, be careful of the black, because if you get it too wet, it will spread. I should zoom in a little, huh? There. Sorry about that. I could even go a little more. Okay, I'll just keep the ink pad out of the way. You don't need to see that. All right. Pretty good. Now underneath is a little darker, so you can add a little bit more color underneath that handle, because that's always going to be darker underneath. All right. This is a very pretty card. It's going to be when it's done. All right. So that's good. We'll close this up for now, and we will cut these two out. And I have my machine right here. There. So when you're cutting with this cut and emboss folder, you need a different plate. I'm looking for it. Hold on just a second. Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh, it just hid under another bunch of papers. Okay, so when you're doing this, let me zoom back out. I probably went the wrong way. Yep. Hi, Beth. How are you? That's weird. Yeah, make sure that you push the all button under the notifications and you'll get notified every time. So we're doing Stampin' Up today, Beth. So on the back of the base plate here, it says the combination that you use. This is a great machine. The plates don't warp. I've been using this for a long time. Look at my cutting plate. Look how cut up it is. And look at how straight it is. Like literally, look how cut up it is. Both sides. It's great. So for cutting thin dies, you use this base plate, number 2, and then the cutting plates 3, your stuff in the middle, and 3 again. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, 3. 1, and they're labeled, which makes it nice. See that? 2. So we'll put 2 right here. And then we don't need 4 because that's only for when you're embossing a 3D plate or anything. Here's 3. I use the same plate for cutting, and then I use this one on top, the other one. And now I need this. We'll cut it right there. I'm going to get a little piece of tape so that it doesn't move. I can only do one at a time, so that's fine. It's so fast, it's ridiculous. So let's put that on there. All right. I think I got that. I wasn't standing up, but it looks pretty close. And we'll put this on and run it through. And it's really easy to run it through. It takes nothing. It's so simple. All right. That one's cut out, just like that. See it? And now I'll take this one off and put it on the other one. I got that down pretty good. If you find that you have extra white on, you can always cut around it. This is just to help you. So if you don't have it completely accurate or whatever. Simple. It's already moved. It's so fast. All right. Look how easy that was. So we'll put this back under. And by the way, when you're not using this, this does fold right up and put away. I don't know what this is underneath here. It's stuck to it. I've been wondering that. So now it just pulls out just like that. So it's really a nice machine. But I'm going to leave this down there because I may use it again later. I'm not sure if we're doing another cut. I got to look at the time because I want to try to keep my videos maybe just an hour. Okay, let's put this. Always put your stuff back close to where you found it because there's nothing worse than losing a die or a stamp. There's nothing worse. Okay, so here are the 2 we just cut out. Pretty good, huh? If you didn't like the edges, you can always cut them. I'm going to cut it or you can always, color it like a really light gray or something. But it doesn't take much. So I'm only doing a little. There'll still be a little bit of white there. There. Sure, I could have gotten it a little closer, but I didn't. There. The other one really is closer, so I don't have to. All right. So those. I really want to almost make this a little oranger because it got light. It soaks into the paper. So let's do a little bit more coloring on that fast. Because it will pop. What's spinning, Suzette? Oh, your internet. Sorry. Yeah. It's not on here. The brown's starting to come out, so you got to be careful when it's wet. Look at that. I love it so much more. You could always add a little bit of brown to the bottom base to darken the, to shadow it more if you needed to. That's just painting. I teach painting classes, so I know to darken it a little. All right. Doesn't it pop more now? I think it does. We could always highlight and all that, make one part darker and lighter, but I'm just doing basic here. Okay, so we have 2 mugs. Isn't that cool? Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now we're going to put together. Are you guys? Oh, no, not yet. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Don't even answer that yet. Okay, so we have to do like a little statement thing, a little something that goes across. So we want it to go across at least this card. This one. See that one? Oh, it looks like it was a real. Doesn't that look real now? Like it was a paper that I purchased. So if this is, that's pretty much the right size, isn't it? If the clean side is a little dirty. Oh, maybe we have this one right here. Let's see. I think we have one. And it's big enough. Okay. Awesome. I really don't want, I want it to go like a little bit over. Like just a little, not the whole way. So maybe I'm just looking at where I have this here. Right here. All right. Good. It's just a rough thing because we're going to cut into it. So, all right. All right. So let me get my machine, my cutting thing for a second. And I'm moving them over. So I'm just going to straighten out this because the sides are really crooked. So let's get that nice and straight. Always make sure, too, that you're flush up against this. Otherwise, you'll have crooked lines for sure. One of these is the cutting, and the other one is the scoring. So you could use this to score with, too. We sell this. It's a great machine. I've had it forever. And when the new one came out, I got the new one. I didn't just, because I love it. All right, let's see. So that should be about the right dimension. Let me see. I'm just checking on the side. I want to surprise you guys later. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. So now what we're going to do, how big is this? This is 1.5. So what's half of 1.5? 3/4. So we're going to put a little dot at 3/4 of an inch. And I don't have anything. Let's see. Do I have a pencil here somewhere? You would think. I do. Yay. All right. So we'll do 3/4 of an inch. So I'm putting my thing right here, lining it up nice. So 3/4 of an inch. It's 1.5 inches. So 1, 2, 3. And I'll do the same on the other side, just so I know where the center is. Feels like it's still not straight. That looks weird, like it's not straight yet. I'll have to double check it. But let me double check it. It's so weird. That feels better. Just check this side. Yeah, okay. So let's see if that's about the same size still. 1, yeah, almost. So it's almost. So we'll just, it's not going to be that noticeable while we're doing. Yeah, see, it's like a sliver. So 1, 2, 3, right there. So all we're doing is making a tag. All right. So it's pretty easy. So if I line this up in between the groove, I could kind of make a little pencil mark. Oop, that was a little dark, but we can use the other side. See that? Just showing you guys. So that when we do this, we could just come in to that line, and I don't have to go that far. So I'm going to go like that from the corner to that line. And try not to go any further than that. So it's about 1/2 inch in. Yeah. So all right about there. And this side. See that? You can't tell. If it's off a little, you can't really tell. So I think it's pretty close. I don't think we can use, we don't have to use this side. We can use the other side. Hi, Lori. How are you doing? I did right. I wrote it on our thing. Oh, your internet's messed up too? Oh, sorry. That's what Suzette was just saying too. It's okay. I'm here all the time. Almost every day now, right? I want to get a lot of people watching, and so that's what we're doing. So what I'm going to do, which is really incredible right now, is is we're going to put some splatters on again. Getting a piece of paper because we're going to heat emboss it. Gold splatters. What do you think of that? So let's see. I got gold powder from Stampin' Up. And guess what I found today, you guys? Heat and stick powder. I have it. I didn't know I had it. This is insane. I'm so happy you saw my glasses. I have heat and stick powder. We'll use that sometime. I'll show you what that's about. So I need there it is, Versamark. We're going to do some splattering. This is just so fun. This is so fun, this project. I love it. So how long we've been going, about an hour so far. Okay. Yeah, this might be the only one we do today. It's okay. But we also have gold powder. It's the one I was looking for. All right. So I'm going to take that out. And this is heat embossed powder. It's a little dark, which is good because so is coffee. So let's get this splattered on, and then we'll, I think I'm plugged in too. Let's see. Oh, yes, we are. Okay. So we could have even heat embossed the coffee in the cup, but we didn't. Okay. So I need my little this, and I need the splatters. Oh, I love this so much, you guys. Okay. And we're just going to put it in the Versamark first. And you're not going to see it on my paper. Oh, and I know what else we have to do too. Sorry. We need to use one of these stamps. So I think we're going to do, which one do you want to use? You're the best part of my day. I think I want to use that. And then we'll put that on. We'll stamp that too in the middle. And then we'll do the splatters around it. We'll have to guess. All right. Because we won't be able to see it. So hopefully it'll be nice and even. I'm going to try anyway. Let's see. I'm going to take it off of here because I can't keep it straight otherwise. Can you see it right? Okay. Gonna be right about there. That's in the middle. It looks like it. Hopefully it works. Otherwise, we'll have to do it on the other side. There. Can't see it. So maybe we'll do that first. Make sure it worked. Think so? I think that's a good idea. Okay. So we'll sprinkle it on. I could have used my little pad too. There's so many things you could do. If you have anything that sticks and you didn't use your little powder bag, you can just take a little liner brush and wipe it off. There's like nothing. It's like a tiny little thing, but I'm so picky. It's right there. There. Looks good. And it looks pretty straight. Let's go in it again. It would have definitely helped if I used my powder bag, but I always forget. I'm just so anxious to do it. I don't know about you guys. Honestly, if there was little spots that showed right now, it would be speckles and it would be great because of all the coffee stuff, right? So I'm good with that. And if you blow on it, it could just totally blow everything off. I've tried that before. So I'm speaking from experience. Okay, that looks good. So let me put this back in its container. Cool. Cover it up before we have an accident. Hey, whoever's here, say hi. Remember, if you want to buy anything from me from Stampin' Up, go to stampinup.com. They have 2 catalogs. They have digital catalogs. You go to the bottom of the page. There'll be digital catalog button you push, and you can go and look for things to buy. And then at the end, when you're purchasing, you can go to the end where you're checking out, and it will ask for a host code, and that's where you put that in. If you have a problem, just ask me. The code is YRXYWNDH. YRXYWNDH. We're using Latte Love stamps and the dies. And it's an exclusive. This is not in the catalog. So if you're looking for it, it's not there. It's an exclusive. So either search for Latte Love or search for exclusives. It's a Latte Love dies too. So that's the name of them. And if you spend $99 or more and you want to be a demonstrator, you don't have to sell it. You could just get the discount for 3 months. If you do $300, you stay in it. If not, after 3 months, you get out of it. But it's great. And you'll be under me, under my team. So think about that. Hi, Dee's Crafty Studio. How are you? Do I know you? Is anyone in this on the chat bought from Stampin' Up before, or is demonstrator already, or doesn't have someone? Please, I'll be more than willing to be your demonstrator or your person. So we'll heat and emboss this first, and then we'll do the rest of it, just because I don't want the powder to go away. Oh yeah, Dee, you can't buy from me, but you can certainly watch as much as you want, and get as many ideas as you can. I think that Handcrafted by Gaz, you can see his link. If you go to his subscribe to him, and if you decide you want to do Stampin' Up or buy anything from Stampin' Up, I believe Gaz will be doing it eventually. So he's checking into it all now. So you can always buy from him. This just takes a second to heat up, and then I'm going to try to get into the camera. There you go. You'll see it change. There it goes. Oh, gosh. That's so beautiful. Okay. Now, if you had wiped it off before you just heated it, it would have just wiped right off. So look it's on there permanently now. Isn't that so cool? And I don't care about the speckles, but if you care about it, you just wipe it with with this little, it's like a little pillow thing, and it has powder in it, and it takes anything off of there, anything like my oils. But clearly I don't care. So now I have the splotchy one, and I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to stamp it in the Versamark first, and then we're going to powder it up. And this is so cool. I love this so much. This whole card was great. I got it off of someone online, and like I said, I'm going to put the person's name when I find out who it is, because I saved the picture, but I don't know who it is right now. But I'll find out, and I'll put it on my description so that you guys can check her out too. But buy from me if you want to. If it's someone in the UK, though, yeah, Gaz is definitely probably going to be doing it, I hope, because he's so good at doing cards. Oh, I love this. Okay, now I can leave that there, cover this up, bring the paper back, and the gold. I love a card. Guys, you got to get into Stampin' Up. You'll get a lot of customers in the UK. Now my hand was all over it. Watch how spotty it gets. And if that's the case, I will do it over. But I like the spots because it looks like it's stripped from the, oh my gosh, it almost looks like a cow spotting. And your hand can go right into it. You can drop it, and then you have to do it over. But for the most part, you'll get what you want. Yep. Sometimes when you do the flicking on the back, it pops off stuff. So remember how hard you flick can make a difference. All right. Honestly, don't care if there's speckles. I think it's adding to it because of how, but I may wipe a little bit off, but we'll see. I don't even care if it's not all solid because that's just like our card was that we did the base on that you got. Some of you haven't seen, but you'll see it in a minute because we're almost done with all the other stuff. I love doing this. Did I mention that? All right, let's get the little paintbrush and see if there's anything I want off. Just the big stuff. I feel like I'm pushing it around. I'm going to tip it over in a minute, and those pieces that I'm wiping right now will come off. And it'll look cleaner. Just moving them. See that? Look how much cleaner it is. Ooh, ha! See that? It don't matter. Let me see. I don't know. We'll try. Once you touch it, sometimes you wipe the ink away and sometimes it's still there. So let's see. It's there. I should use the back of the brush from now on. That's nice. All right. Cool. All right. That's good. I'm happy with that. I want some of them lighter, so hopefully it does. All right. Heat it up again. Be careful because if you touch it, then it wipes off. Because it will wipe off till you heat it, as I told you. Let's see if I can go in here again. Here it goes. Can you see it turning? Maybe. I'm going to turn it. Otherwise, I'll burn my fingers. Once you got it, you're done. I just want to check this one spot. And I guess that's done. Okay. Isn't that cool? Look at that. That is just so cool. I love embossing powder too. I could watch it all day. Oh, you put the puppy in timeout so you can watch in peace. Aw. Oh, that's nice. Okay. All right, so we have all our stuff, and I'm going to use, I really want to use dark brown paper. I was going to use crumb cake, but I think the dark brown, let me see if I have any dark brown. I think that the dark brown will pick it up more. Give me a second, I'm checking everything I have. I think I do. Holy crap. Because I thought I had some gray. Unless it's on my table. Let me check. I know you probably can't hear me from over there, but I'm just checking. I have this right here ready to go, but just checking on my table. I was going to use crumb cake, but I think the dark brown will go good. So I think we'll open up the dark brown. And get this somewhere I don't lose it. All right. So I have a whole pack of cardstock. These are the neutrals. You can get all different paper. All the stuff that they sell is online. The paper is quality. Usually people make it into the base of the card because it's such good quality. But I don't like to waste it. I'm so bad. So I would rather do white for the base and then, and then use this for all the effects. You know what I mean? Because, I have a bunch, so much paper here, but I'm still picky. I'm still careful. That's pretty. So I'm going to I think that the brown will be better. Let's see. I'm going to get a piece of each, and you guys are going to tell me which is going to go better. So will the dark brown go better? Or the crumb cake? I don't even think I want your answer. No. It's so funny. I like the dark. Okay. So I think you're going to all agree with me. So I have a 5x7 base already done. I cut it. I did it ahead of time. And then we're going to cut this down just a hair to size. Oh, I knew someone would agree with me. So if this is a 5x7, we're going to just do a sliver less. So not even a 1/4 inch, like 1/8 of an inch less. Because I want to cover all the white pretty much, except for the base, just a little bit. So if it's a 5x7 and we're only taking it down 1/8 of an inch, so right now it's way bigger than a 5x7. This paper is like 8.5 by 11. It's a normal size, USA size. So, so 5x7. So we'll take it. We'll do 7, and then we'll just take it down. You know how 1/8 of an inch is like right there, because that's a 1/4, so it's in the middle. 5 by 7. I'm just thinking, is this the way I want to cut it? Or do I want to cut it the other way? 7. We'll just do it. I'm just thinking because I have to cut the other one yet. But that's going to be, let's do 5 and 5, 8 and 5. We'll bring it down 5 by 7. We'll just do the 5 and then we'll do the 7. No, that's the way I wanted it. Okay. Sorry. We'll bring it down 1/8 of an inch that way. And the 7 will bring down to, right, 2 notches below 7. Did you ever try to do measurements in front of people? Okay. All right, look how perfect that is. Exactly how I wanted it. All right, so now we have to cut that base. The same, 2 notches less than that one. So I know where I was. That was a 5 by 7. And we went down 2 notches. So we're going to go down 1/4 inch on this one. And we'll check it out and I'll let you know. What side do I want to cut though? 5, it's 1/4 down. oh wait, that's, see, I thought you wrote, see, I really can't see. The stamp set that I'm using is Latte Love. So I thought you wrote latte to the party. Like late to the party, but latte. Hi, Betsy. How are you feeling today, honey? Okay. So let's see if that works. It's just a sliver. That's all I wanted. That looks great, right? And then we'll cut it down. We went down a lot more with the next one. That will all fit into place because I checked it out already. Okay. And then this one is going to go here. So we're going to make the other one 1/8 of an inch bigger than this. So let's see what this is. I know, funny, right? All right, so this is 4 and pretty much 4 3/4. Yeah, it is because the line is in the middle. So it's 3 3/4, sorry, by, we can always go higher and then cut it down. So, and we can go 1/8 of an inch. I mean, we can, but I like to see the edges on that. So this is 5 and 5 1/2. So we're going to do 5 and 2 notches over 5 1/2. And I don't know. I know I'd have to count it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5/8. There you go. So 5 and 5/8 by almost 4. I don't know. Let's try it. My eye is itching. 5 and 5/8 by almost 4. Which way do I want to go? 4/8, 5/8. All right, almost 4. I'm just going to do 4 and then we'll cut it down. Four eighths, 5/8. I want to do 6/8 just because I feel like you'll see what that's at. Because I want a little bit more. That looks good, actually. Let's see. A little bit more of a sliver, but not too much. So That looks good. I like that. Okay, we'll leave that. I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I'd rather make it bigger and then go down and count and doing measurements in front of a lot of people where it will be recorded for life can be stressful. All right. So this is looking so good. Okay. So right now we're going to start layering it down, taping it down. Right now we're not going to pop anything up, but we will in a minute. So I really almost feel like I put this in a shadow box. I love it so much. But we'll make it a card. But you can do it in a shadow box. I can cut it off and put it in a shadow box later. So we'll glue it down. And I need a tape pen. I got to find one here. That's something I should have had ready. Give me just a second. Okay, is there something in there? We'll find out. All right, let's see. So this goes down first. So I just have, wow, that's pretty easy. I don't have the Stampin' Up! One yet, but we do carry all that online. So let me tilt this up so I can see it, so I can get an accurate. If you're not sure, then you can always use wet glue because then you have wiggle room. All right, that's good on this end. Come up a little bit. Real tight because I only wanted a sliver, remember? So. All right, a little more. Sorry about that. I have to tilt it to see it. There. Pretty close. All right. And now this one. Some people put it going across the whole line, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Why? It just uses so much more. It's only a sliver, so this makes it harder. There we go. That's so nice. And then this one we're going to put. Let's see how I want this. We can do it in one of two ways. I want it in the middle. Yeah. Okay, I think that this one will pop up. Yeah, so we'll glue this one to this. It's so smooth. All right. I gave this one extra room, so I want to make sure I get it right. There we go. Don't that look like real paper you would have purchased? But no, I made it. And now we'll pop it up, and I have dimensionals right here. Sorry about that. She's going to wonder it's my daughter. But I can't right now. So if she calls again, I will have to just write to her fast, tell her I'll call her after. All right, so I have these little dimensionals from Stampin' Up. Just a little bit up makes a difference, and it's still good for mailing. So who's here still? Because I see that there's a lot of people on. Say hi so I know you're here. And you can say where you're from if you want for the other people. I know that there was a person here earlier that was from Texas, Betsy. And Betsy's from Texas. See, I can move it up to the top too. So it's whatever you want, but I like it. Okay, we'll just do it in the middle because I like it. Because I love it. Right there. Isn't that cool? We made our own backgrounds. We do have paper for this, but I didn't buy any yet. Is that straight? See, you need to look right above when you're doing this, but hold on a sec. See if I can pull it up. I'm going to just pull it up fast. All right. Coming. Perfect. So let me just straighten it out. When you're doing this, stand up and look right above it so that you can see exactly that you're straight. It's hard to do that when you're demonstrating because you don't want your head in the picture. So there, that's better. You don't want your head in there, especially when it needs color. Right? Everyone agree with me? So we have that. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. And so now we have these cups that we made. One's going to go there and one's going to go there. And I'm going to put them on dimensionals too. You can make any of this shiny if you have the glitter pens, which I do. Before I unglue it, I want to see how I want it. Do you want it even? Do you want it overlapping? They don't overlap in real life. That's cute. They could be like, oh, I love they look so real, don't they? I'm glad I did that. All right. And the other thing we're going to do, I might as well pull it out right now and then we'll place it, is this is going to go right here. It's going to go up a little and I'm going to curl it a little bit. I wish I had brown to put under this too. I really think I should. You think I should put brown under this? Yes, I do. That's what happens when you play. You design in front of people and make it how you like it. Because it was going to be... Now, this is really cool because there's a ledge up here and you want your paper up against it. But also there's a ledge down here. So you can do it from the bottom too, just so you know. I love this paper cutter a lot. A latte. Get it? Okay. So I'm going to leave it a little bit. We're going to cut around it after. So I'm just going to cut the arrows after around it. So I think we'll do that and see how close we are. Boom. We used probably that whole piece of paper. That was good. We're just going to use our scissor for the rest of it. And this makes a difference for sure. That's fine. If you're a little off, no one's going to notice but you. And since I'm a perfectionist, you know. It's a little funky, but I say it's okay. All right, just like that. I'm going to glue that down. That's what you should do first, is glue it down and then cut, then things don't move. Just so you learn from me. Serious, learn from me. It's my pleasure. And I think I have this backwards right now, so let's make sure that this side's going to work. Otherwise, I'll flip it. Stuck to my finger. It was this way. I remember it because that arrow. I would do things the hard way. If you glued it down first, it wouldn't move all over the place. The main thing is how it ends up in the end. Pretty close. It would have been better if you did it how I said, but that's okay. Let's try to get close. Okay. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. Little funny looking. But if you bend it and work with it, you'll never notice. I'm bending it up in the middle and down on the sides so it sticks up. And you got to work it. You got to work it because you're bending the fibers. See what I mean? Isn't that pretty? So I'll build it up a little in the front, in the middle with a couple of dimensionals so it doesn't fall. But I'm going to bend these a little bit more. Oh, it's so pretty. All right. That nice. It looks like it's flowing. And dimensionals right here will build up like two on top of each other in the middle. Take the pads off. The sticky thing. The backings. They're called backings. And do it again. Taking the backing off now before I put it on. All right. There. Let's see. I didn't push it down yet, but let's look where we want these. Oh, just like that. That looks pretty good to me. I think I went down. Didn't I? I like the heart almost facing front. And then that one. So this is my project for today. I guess we're not going to do another one because we did do an hour. I don't know how long it's been. So I think it's been almost a couple hours, but it's okay. It takes a while. So what do you think? Do you like it? Do you like it a latte or a little? If you like it a latte, then write latte love, because that's the name of this. And like I said, if you want to buy it from me, I would love it. The host code is YRXYWNDH. I know it's a crazy host code. I didn't pick it out. That's what they gave me when I asked for one. So I would suggest getting colors, inks, and like stamp pads for early espresso. If you don't have it, crumb cake, and the paper was early espresso, and the Stampin die set. And like I said, it's an exclusive on Stampin' Up's website. So if you would like it, please buy it from me. I would appreciate it. Just like I said, go to stampinup.com, put your order in. When you're checking out, you'll see where it says host code, and then you put that code in, and the credit will go toward me. And if you want me to be, if you want to go under me, under our team, we can have a team. If you spend more than $99, you might as well be a demonstrator and get a 20% discount for the next 3 months. All you have to do is get sales of $300 or buy stuff for $300 in 3 months. And you'll continue to stay under that status. So I hope one way or the other that you will either buy this or be a demonstrator. You don't have to go selling if you don't want. You could just be your own demonstrator. But either way, thank you for watching this. And if you have any questions, go to my Facebook page at Christine Mahoney Crafts. Write to me anytime you want. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you haven't already, and press the like button and press the bell for notifications, and hit all so that you will be informed every time that I do a video or post a video or do a live. All right. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you again soon. So take care and have a good night.